Hey guys, Tay here. Just want to give you a quick update before the video actually starts. This video was recorded months ago. I have so many pre-recorded videos of WWE Reborn, and I'm finally going to start posting again. I think a big problem as to why I stopped posting was doing the AEW save at the same time. It was just making everything go so slow and actually making me put a lot of work into producing videos, doing booking the shows takes me 40 minutes to half hour to 40 minutes. Then I got to record it, then find a time to record it, then I got to render it, then I got to upload it, and within that, uploading these two series, which I'm meant to be doing daily, just took me ages. So yes, I took a bit of a 2-week hiatus, but it should. WWE Reborn is coming back. However, I am going to put a hold to the AEW save for now, and we'll come back to it at some point. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed WWE Reborn. It's coming back, and thank to all of you who subscribed in my absence. Hey guys, HeelTayler to a brand new episode of WWE Reborn on my channel. We are on the road to SummerSlam. This is week 2, and we've got a pre-show match where AJ and Dean defeat Revival, Andrade and Kurt, and Rollins and Ryder. AJ got 90, which is nice. 94 for Seth, really nice. Andrade with an 82, which is decent. Dean with an 87, which is very nice, and the Revival 63 and 68 probably could be better, but it's fine. 77B. So we open the show with an 100 stars. Just backstage, Charlie Caruso is with AJ Styles. She asks him, she says, "AJ, we can't deny that this hasn't been your best year in WWE," and Seth didn't hesitate to point that out to you. What do you have to say about that? AJ looks into the camera and replies, says, "Seth, come SummerSlam, it won't be about who's had the better year. It'll be who's the most experienced, best wrestler. It'll be about who the most experienced and best wrestler is, and that's me. While you were in bingo halls, I was in Impact Zones and Tokyo Domes, and then I came here to introduce the world to the house that AJ Styles built. Bring your strap to SummerSlam. I'll bring the experience, the talent, and the fans." 100 star opening then. Which takes us into 39D-. Wasn't exactly expecting great things, but terrible wrestling, nonsense crowd heat. Matadi defeat Bob Holly and Trevor Murdoch in a handicap match when he beat Trevor Murdoch with a crucifix powerbomb. 34 for Murdoch, 40 for Holly, but 45 for Matadi. Nice, 39D-. Into an 100 star then, Bayley and Sasha Banks come to the ring after the break, and they say that at Extreme Rules they gave Becky what she deserved. She thinks she's the greatest wrestler on the planet, but the only reason she's still got the Raw Women's Championship is thanks to the 4 Horsewomen, and they're sick of it. So at SummerSlam, Bayley and Sasha want to face Becky in a triple threat match for the title. This leads Stephanie to come out and say that Bayley and Sasha make a good point, but why have a triple threat match when there's 4 Horsewomen? Instead, at SummerSlam, Becky Lynch will defend her title against Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte Flair. 100 star, very good segment there. To a 63C then, Subpar Wrestling Little Heat, Breezango defeated Slater and Rhino when Fandango defeated Rhino with the last dance, because Matadi ran in and attacked Rhino. 57 for Rhino, 50 for Slater, 62 for Fandango, 66 for Breeze. Slater improves in technical, Fandango in Rumble. After that we get 56C-, where after the match Matadi begins to decimate Slater and Rhino by throwing them around the arena and hitting them both with brutal crucifix powerbombs. Into a 66C+ then. Apparently Kofi and Goldust have great chemistry. Decent wrestling, not much heat. Kofi defeated Goldust with an SOS. 72 for Kofi, 55 for Goldust. 66C+. 100 star after that, just a match card graphic playing, which hypes up Samoa Joe defending the Intercontinental Championship against Kevin Owens at SummerSlam. That takes us into a 60C then. Subpar Wrestling Little Heat, Gargano and Harper defeated the B team in 13 minutes 4 seconds when Harper defeated Dallas with a discus clothesline. Johnny Gargano was head and shoulders above everyone else. Bo Dallas was the weak link, of course, but 56 for Luke, 65 for Gargano, 40 for Dallas, 54 for Axel. Luke will get there eventually. After a couple decent wins, he'll be on par with Gargano, and yeah, be nice to see. 60C. After that, we get an 100 star. Caruso's backstage with Seth Rollins when she asks him, "Earlier tonight, AJ said that all you bring to the match is the Universal Championship, whereas he brings experience, talents, and the fans. Your thoughts?" Seth does this weird laugh where he's like, heh heh heh, and he speaks. He's like, AJ brings experience, but he doesn't bring as much as me. Yes, he's been around the world more than I have, but I'm experienced in Universal Championship pay-per-view main event matches. He's been in one, and he's lost it. I've lost count. All I've lost is count of how many of these matches I've been in. AJ brings these things, but he doesn't bring more of them than I do. 100A star there for Seth. 68C plus then. Decent wrestling, not much heat. Gable defeated Ziggler by submission in 19 minutes and 40 seconds. During the match, we also had Luke Harper run in and attack Ziggler. 73 for Ziggler to 60 for Chad. Ziggler improves in technical, 68C plus. 79B angle after that then. The match is coming, basically this just runs down the end of the match. Match is coming to an end and Ziggler has already kicked out of Chad Gable's finisher in this instant classic. Ziggler super kicks Gable and Chad stumbles backwards into the ref who takes a tumble out of the ring. As this happens, Luke Harper rushes the ring and hits Dolph with a huge discus clothesline, drags Gable on top of Ziggler, and once the ref is back up, he counts the pin and Gable defeats Dolph Ziggler. But as this happens, Gargano and Candice rush down to the ring and grab Harper as Johnny begins to speak. He's like, Dolph, I am so sorry. You know how much of a good guy I am? Well, the plan here is to make Luke see the light and become a good guy as well. Because two good guys makes one great atmosphere. I think it might take a bit more work, however. Sorry, man. And Johnny and Candice just leave with Harper. And Ziggler's just sat there like, mate, what the fuck? Now I'm angry. So yeah, that's that. To 92A then. Finn Bálor comes to the ring with a microphone in hand. He begins to speak. Says, Drew, I don't understand what your problem is. How in the world is it my fault that you're not Intercontinental Champion? You're the one who Samoa Joe pinned. I'd be Intercontinental Champion once again right now if you and Joe didn't constantly fight me 2-on-1 because you knew I was your biggest threat. But at least tonight I get revenge. The main event tonight is you and Kevin Owens versus me and Samoa Joe. And that doesn't work out too well for them. In about had great wrestling and good heat, Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre defeated Samoa Joe and Finn Bálor when McIntyre defeated Finn Bálor using underhanded tactics. 82 for Finn, 87 for Joe, 85 for McIntyre, and 91 for Kevin. Joe versus Kevin should be a really good match at SummerSlam. 87B plus then. I think that's actually one of our best matches again. Yeah, it's like post Extreme Rules and Payback we started to have some really good matches suddenly. I think we had like 87B plus for this. Finn and AJ last week. Lesnar and Bryan. 89A then. This may well be our best show. Possibly. It's really good either way. It increased our popularity in 44 regions. I'll take that kindly. And I'll see you all at SmackDown. Okay, so we're back with SmackDown. We've got the pre-show match here. I just wanted to look at ratings quickly because it's been a while since I've actually properly checked these out. EC3 got 74. And he won the... he's doing decent. Braun with an 86, very good. 89 for Bryan, which is really nice. Could have been better, obviously we've seen him do better, but he did take quite a beating in Pop when he lost to Brock. Cena with a 90. Bray is literally could be fighting for world title ratings. Sheamus is a 69. 81 for Orton's not too bad. So yeah, Big E improves the performance. We open the show with an 100A star. Yeah, you see it. SmackDown Live opens with Triple H in the ring. He begins to speak about Daniel Bryan and says to him that there are no automatic rematch clauses anymore, so it's time for him to get to the back of the line in terms of the WWE Championship. He then moves on to hype the rest of SummerSlam, starting with the Tag Team Championships. But as he says this, out comes Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa comes face to face with Triple H in the ring and he says, Hunter, if there's one thing I know about this business, it's tag team wrestling. And the crowd pop a little bit. Obviously they start to chant DIY. But yeah, he said it's tag team wrestling, and now I'm here on SmackDown Live. I want to be in the title picture. So how about this? Me and a surprise partner face the Usos in a main event, and if we win, the tag match at SummerSlam becomes a 2-on-2-on-2. Triple H agrees, and he books the main event. Has Kyrie always been getting 57s? Or has she suddenly got better? Like, I knew she was good, but I don't remember her being this good. Oh well. About subpar wrestling and little heat, Kyrie Sane defeated Nia Jax by pinfall with a spear. 57C-. That's that. After that we get 74B-, which is basically what I was hoping for Murphy here. I didn't really expect him to do great, but a B- is what I wanted. Buddy Murphy comes to the ring after the match to talk about how his career is going. He says, "We've gone from a half-great tag team in NXT, I was a great half, to Cruiserweight champion, and now Mr. Murphy in the bank. In the next month, Next month? Definitely not, mate. Definitely not. You do not have one in the next month. In the next year, I have a world title reign all but confirmed, yet people still think little of me. Well, how about this? I won't even cash in my briefcase, but I would happily take on Brock Lesnar once he's wiped his hands with Daniel and Cena, and I would beat him. No questions asked." So it's massive fighting talk from Buddy Murphy there, saying that after SummerSlam, he's going to keep his briefcase, but he'll take on Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. 74B- there. 58C- after that, another good match. Subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd. Heat. Io Shirai defeats Natalia over Cloverleaf. 48 for Io. 56 for Natalia. 63 after that. A match card graphic plays hyping Kairi Sane defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against Io Shirai at SummerSlam. Then takes us into a 70C+, just a random match here. Decent wrestling, not much heat. The Club defeat Baron Corbin and Jinder Mahal when Carl defeats Jinder with a Magic Killer. 70 for Carl, 65 for Luke, 66 for Jinder, 62 for Baron. Carl improves in performance, Baron improves in performance. 200 A-star then. The Miz comes to the ring after the break. He takes a microphone and he begins to speak. He says, "Hunter, I've now beat you twice in one-on-one competition, and you're hell-bent on just getting one up on me. You even made me put my career on the line. But I've been thinking, I put up my career and successfully defended it, but why don't you do the same? Hunter, I will accept your challenge if you put your position as SmackDown General Manager on the line. If your team lose, I become the GM, and if mine lose, then you've done it. You've got one up on me. You'd accept if you weren't scared." 100 star. The Miz saying he will do the 5-on-5 elimination challenge match that Triple H challenged him to if Triple H puts SmackDown Live General Manager position on a line, which is pretty huge. 100 star then. 70C+ for the main event. Didn't expect it to be great, but I wanted it to happen. Decent wrestling, not much heat. Ciampa and Rowan defeat the Usos when Ciampa defeated Uso over Project Ciampa 2. 77 for Jimmy, 75 for Jay, 51 for Rowan, 52 for Ciampa. Man, this is a team I've just really wanted to do for a while. And yes, you're probably all going to sit there and be like, well, this is a bit dumb because you're doing Harper, Rowan's well-known tag team partner, and Gargano, Ciampa's well-known tag team partner, over on Raw together. But, I mean, I feel like I did that. I didn't really think about it. I just thought doing, like, Harper and Gargano. Harper was just sort of like the right guy at the time. But I kept looking at these guys on my roster. I had nothing for them. Ciampa was down in NXT for a bit, but I thought I wanted to bring him up. But literally, I just kept looking at these guys. I was like, they'd be such a good team, honestly. And I wanted it, so I've done it. Ciampa and Rowan are going to SummerSlam to fight the Usos and New Day for the Tag Team Championships. And I know that will make quite a few people happy. But anyway, we end the show with 100 A-stars. Much as that was the main event match, this was the main event angle. To end the show, Triple H calls out The Miz. He tells him that he's been thinking, and he accepts The Miz's challenge. But HH has already had the advantage, because whilst The Miz was thinking, what's in it for me? Triple H was thinking of who's going to make the best team. And he's already got some members ready to go. And as he says this to The Miz, who is on the stage, The Miz gets jumped from behind by Randy Orton and the returning Shane McMahon. As the two beat down on The Miz, Triple H says, "Mike, meet the first two members of Team Triple H, Randy Orton and Team Captain, your old friend, Shane McMahon." So yeah, first two members of Team Triple H, Shane McMahon and Randy Orton, both good friends of HH. Shane McMahon's family, Orton goes way back with him, so it's pretty huge. 100-day song. We end the show with an 82B. We'll take it. Increase our popularity in 26 regions. This is a nice little show. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you at 205 Live.